good news is the wind is dying down because boy, oh boy.
But bad news is, well, depending on how you look at it, it has definitely impacted some schools. So it's going to be a snow day for Tahoe Truckee Unified School District. All the campuses will be closed today. All the school activities are canceled as well. The district had previously planned to be on a 2-hour delay. Classes at all Sierra College campuses are canceled today. That means that students in Rockland, Roseville, NCC, and Tahoe Truckee will not go to campus until Tuesday. The college made the decision because of the ongoing storm and power outages that are impacting the campus. And we've also learned that Yuba College in Marysville is closed for the day as well. Jesuit High School still doesn't have power. That area took a big power hit yesterday, so also closing for today. And we may have some more, so be checking your emails. I know your kids are.
Yeah, Tamara, it is a weather impact day still.
It is an impact day for today. We are expecting to see more rain, more mountain snow, and even some thunderstorms. We're already seeing flare up early on this Monday morning. I don't expect the wind to be as much of an impact. In fact, while we still have a couple of gusts out there, the wind is on the downturn as we go through the day today. The rain will still be around, and it's going to be heavy at times, especially if you are joining us along Interstate 80 this morning. We've been seeing some heavier bands of rain. In the foothills today, we could accumulate about 1/4 of an inch, maybe just over 1/2 inch in a few spots. Snowfall today mainly above 4,500 feet. We're looking at an additional 3 to 6 inches above 6,000 feet. So travel to the mountains is still highly not advised. And for the thunderstorms in the valley, we could see some heavy rain, some lightning, and even some small hail out of them. You can see right now, here is proof that those wind gusts are coming down while they're still in that 20 to 25 mile per hour range, especially in Auburn and Placerville. That's all coming in with some of these heavier bands of rain. I do expect that as these showers subside later today, the wind is also subsiding as well. Scattered showers widely in the last 3 hours. You can really see along and north of Interstate 80s where we've been seeing maybe even some roadway ponding or even some isolated issues with some roadway flooding. You'll see around Grass Valley, the rain's been steady and it's moderate right now. And I've had some good steady lines go through the Auburn area and even some flickers of lightning just to the east of Auburn. Right now, again, the steadiest rainfalls around Grass Valley, Penn Valley neighborhood, as well as around Nevada City. Here's that closer view where you can see some of the radar scanning just those yellows and oranges, indicating some good, steady, and more moderate to heavy rainfall. Now, around much of the San Joaquin Valley, things are a bit more widely scattered, and if you're traveling in the mountains, keep in mind snow showers will be on and off again throughout the day ahead. We're getting some good light snowfall around Truckee and through Tahoe City and down into South Lake Tahoe. I'll have a closer look with Futurecast of the timing of those thunderstorms coming up. Back to you.
All right, Tamara, thank you. Flooding down trees and branches. Power outages, too, have continued overnight, making for potentially treacherous commute.
6:03 now. Let's go ahead and go into coverage with KCRA 3's Mike DeSelle. He's in Live Tracker 3 this morning, checking out some of the trouble issues.
Yeah, and we're up in the Sierra this morning covering that snow side of things. This a live look out the windshield of Live Tracker 3. You might notice on the right-hand side of our picture here, a lot of big rigs up here because this is where chain controls are. We're approaching the Cisco Grove off-ramp, and you can see the flashing yellow lights right there. That is the chain check for Caltrans. And, you know, we've really kind of seen a mixed bag so far coming up here into the Sierra. We've seen some rain, we've seen some snow, and, you know, as far as those snow levels, talking to Brian Hickey this morning, he said he's already heard of good foot and a half above 4,000 foot elevation level. But let me show you this video because this is what we saw just a few minutes ago behind us in the Yuba Gap area of Interstate 80. You can see how that rain switched over to that really kind of sleety, icy snow, and that's why we got chain controls up here this morning, because we're in and out of snow showers this morning. And Tamara even mentioned it, we've also seen some lightning throughout the morning. But if we come back out here live, just know that if you're going to be driving up here in the Sierra today, a lot of truckers, probably some of them waiting out the storm for yesterday, and beware of that, getting splashed on the windshield as you're driving along, and that's icy, slushy stuff up here. You're going to want to bring those chains, slow drive up over a snowy Sierra. That, a live look from Live Tracker 3 up here in the Sierra. Now let's go back down to the valley. Brian Hickey for more on what's going on in the valley and the chain controls up here, right, Brian?
Yeah, that's right, Mike. Thanks. We're taking a look at Highway 65 right now. This is at Blue Oaks, and you can see some pretty heavy rain coming down in this area. Fortunately, 65, we don't have a crash, but Interstate 80, we do have some roadway flooding right around Newcastle. As Tamara was showing you that band of showers Power's moving over through Lincoln, Roseville area, and along the 80 corridor. 80, there's 4 cars that have crashed right now at 193 between Newcastle and Auburn. So be careful there as the rain and the drains are not keeping up in that spot. We'll keep an eye on that for you. 50 right now, no problems there. Coming in Interstate 80 looking good as you make your way from Rockland, Roseville down into the Sacramento area. We'd have one crash at Marysville Road right now where a vehicle spun out and is facing the wrong way in the center divide. All these other yellow icons, those are traffic signals that are out. Again, that's a look at the Newcastle area there along I-80 at 193 where we have that flooding. But we do have a number of signals that are out, and we've had some crashes in those areas as well, so be careful. 5 and 99, no issues coming up out of Elk Grove. And through Stockton, we're pretty quiet there. No major incidents on the freeways, just a couple of surface street incidents causing some slowing there. And then further down into the Tracy area, westbound 205 at Mountain House, we have a crash there. They've got all that over to the right-hand shoulder, and right now that's sitting at 23 minutes. Here in Sacramento, everything's running at the limit, but again, just be careful. Doesn't mean you should be going that fast, especially with some of those pockets of standing water. You can see the blowing snow, I-80 at Kingvale, where, as Mike was saying, we do have chain controls there from Cisco Grove all the way over to the Nevada state line, and then even down through Reno, it's going to be a snowy ride. Highway 50, Twin Bridges to Myers, chain control there, and Highway 88, Dewdrop to Woodfords. Chains or four-wheel drive required.
All right, Brian, thank you. And take a look at this. Highway 132 in Stanislaus County remains closed after at least 41 phone poles toppled on the roadway just outside of Modesto. Caltrans says the highway is closed between Wellsford Road and Greer Road. At this time, there's no estimated reopening.
And we are also seeing some toppled trees in El Dorado County as well. The sheriff's office released these pictures, and officials say there is some property damage in that area. Traffic lanes are blocked as well. So the trees did hit power lines and basically just ripped them down. So at this location, we were told nobody got hurt, which is amazing considering how big that was. Sacramento Regional Transit Light Rail service is not going to resume this morning. It had to be suspended last night because of the storm. The agency says the storm caused some significant damage to the system and some power outages as well. Crews are trying to get the damage repaired, but they will be doing shuttle buses in the meantime between the stations on the blue and gold lines until they get that power back on and the service restored. So this is video now from the Rockland Shopping Center on Sierra College Boulevard. Look how dark that is for all those stores. Right now, there are about 37,000 customers who do not have power in Placer County. That's about 20,000 customers without power in Sacramento County. And for a full list of the outages, just go to KCRA.com. A look now at the latest power outages for you. We've got 500,000 in the dark this morning because of continued outages in California. In Northern California, SMUD is reporting about 20,000 customers out in Sacramento County. Placer County, as we said, has had a high number of outages, 36,000 without power, and then all those numbers have been dropping rapidly, however. So fortunately, the crews were ready. They knew this was coming. They staffed up, and hopefully if you are out, they'll get you back on soon.
Yeah. Power not the only utility to get knocked out due to the weather. Take a look here in Carmichael. An entire neighborhood lost water service when a tree toppled, breaking a water main. A fallen tree was along Marlboro Way near Sherlock Way. As it came down, the tree crashed into a car and damaged a home as well. The water main break did lead to some flooding, as you see in the video here. Crews worked to clear the grate so the water could drain off. And new this morning, Sacramento firefighters say strong wind overnight fueled a house fire. Happened around 3 a.m. on 49th Avenue near Franklin Boulevard and 47th. KCRA3's Melanie Wingo joins us now from the scene with what we know this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, fire crews are still out here at the scene of this fire that broke out just before 3 this morning. As you can see, their engines are parked in front of the home where 11 people were inside when the fire broke out, all 11 managing to get out safely. There were working smoke detectors, according to Sacramento Fire. And also new this morning, we are seeing what fire crews saw when they first arrived at this location. Take a look. Video into our newsroom this morning from Sacramento Fire shows what firefighters encountered when they arrived. They had heavy fire from the back side of the home that they say moved quickly through the home and was fanned by high winds in the area. Fire crews telling us they're still looking into whether this fire started inside or outside and then extended into the house. But after talking with the people who live here, they're looking into a possible part of the home where the fire might have started.
So I spoke with the tenants, and they said that they were experiencing a power outage just due to the weather that we've been having, and they lit a candle and left that in a bathroom. We do not know if that is solely the cause of this fire, but we do have our investigators on scene that are checking what the cause and origin was of this fire.
And you heard there Sacramento Fire talking about a power outage in this area that prompted the people who live in the home to have a candle on. Well, we're seeing from our vantage point here that the power appears to be back on in this neighborhood. But yeah, they were dealing with that outage and then also those high winds coming through that Sacramento Fire says fanned the flames. Reporting live from South Sacramento, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
Well, Yuba City police say that an 82-year-old man died after being hit by a falling redwood tree. Police have identified him as David Gomes, and they believe that he was using a ladder to try to clear the tree from his home when it fell.